Good morning. So today we're going to do a Kriya and a practice for the heart center. And the Kriya that we're going to do is called magnetic field and heart center. And what this does is it works specifically on the electromagnetic field surrounding the heart. So we know that the earth has its own electromagnetic field, as does our body in the form of our aura and our arc line. But our heart also has its own neurology and its own electromagnetic field. That's what we're going to work on enhancing today. When we work together as a group, we actually strengthen that magnetic field exponentially, and that serves to benefit everybody. So today we also are working on the vagus nerve, and it's that cranial nerve that extends from the brain throughout the whole, wanders through all the organs of the body. And when we work specifically on that nerve, what we do is we increase the quality of the communication that goes from the heart to the brain, and that's called heart coherence, heart-brain coherence. When we get the heart and the brain speaking to each other like that, it brings all the other organs into coherence so that the body can really function biologically as one. You imagine the heart and the brain are like teenagers on the phone, gabbling away 10 to the dozen, and that's what we want. We want that heart-brain communication to be really strong and heartfelt. Okay, so let's start by tuning in. So just making sure that you're sitting on the top of your sit bones. I'm just going to raise my screen a little bit. And you can do that just by rolling up onto the top of your sit bones, opening up your chest, drawing the shoulders down, and just closing your eyes. And bringing your awareness to your breath. Taking a few long, deep breaths. And bring your hands off your knees, palms together, thumbs tucked into your heart center. Bring your inner gaze to your third eye point. And inhale. Exhale. Om Namo Buddhaya Namo. Om Namo Buddhaya Namo. Om Namo Buddhaya Namo. Inhale. And exhale. So before we do anything, we're going to do a pranayama to balance the heart and the mind. What we do with this is we're using the mouth as we to activate again the vagus nerve, and we're using a whistle breath. So we have our thumbs underneath our armpits, kind of pressing the top of our rib cage, and your fingers are just relaxed over your chest. And then we're going to pucker our mouth, so it's like this. And we're going to inhale with a whistle and exhale through the nose. But as we inhale, we're going to mentally chant the sound so. And as we exhale, we're going to mentally chant hum. So means infinity, hum means I am thou. So eyes are closed, focusing at the third eye point. And we're going to inhale, whistle. Exhale through the nose. Inhaling so. Exhaling. So that's fine, just breathe the air in. And deeply inhale. Suspend the breath. And exhale, releasing the hands, just bring them onto your knees. Breathing naturally for a moment. And gently opening your eyes. Okay, so we're going to start with a small one. And we will begin with a pelvic rotation. You can inhale as you move to the left and forward, and exhale. Coordinating the breath with the movement, and this is, you can feel this kind of internal movement of the pelvis. So it's not only your upper body that is moving. Bring your shoulders back as you inhale, flexing the spine back as you exhale. Again, closing your eyes, locking your mind onto your breath. This is a conscious movement. Please be aware, mind just sway onto something else, and we bring it back to the breath. drawing big circles with your heart. After this next round, you will change the rotation, change the direction. Right to left. Lovely. Keep going. Into the subtle sound and quality. Now just begin to make those circles a little bit smaller with each rotation. Until you get to the center, inhale up tall. Holding your breath and exhale. Okay, so we're going to bring our hands onto our shins and ankles. We're going to inhale as we come up onto the top of our sit bones, opening up the spine. Exhale, rolling back onto the back of the sit bones. Really working the lower spine, chin level. Eyes bringing your focus to your third eye point. Eyebrows. It's consciously moving with the breath. Working on the heart today, you can imagine your inhale flowing into the heart. Place your attention, energy begins to flow. Making sure that your chin is level and your head is not bobbing up and down. And we're going to continue that same movement, but just bring our hands onto our knees, working more of the mid-spine. And inhale, relaxing the shoulders, sitting up nice and tall. And exhale, releasing the breath. Okay, so we're just going to do one last warm up before we start. And this is called a bridge pose. So we're going to do almost like a segmented bridge pose. You're just going to come to lie down on your back. And you're going to just bring this down. You're going to bring your lower back into the ground, first of all, by bending your knees. Really feel that long spine in contact with the mat. Bring your heels quite close to your hips, your buttocks. Your hands are flat on the ground beside you. So you're just going to inhale as you bring up your lower spine. And just imagine that you're bringing every single vertebra up, pressing through the feet as you get to your highest point, and then you're going to inhale and you're going to Come down from the top of your spine, lowering each individual vertebra until you get to your lower spine, bringing it into the mat. Inhaling, pushing through the feet, and exhaling, coming down one vertebra at a time. Continue in this wave-like motion. And making this your last one. Inhale, hold the position with the breath. Exhale down. And just bring your knees into your chest. And rock from side to side. Your left. Okay. So now just placing your hands at the back of your knees, rocking yourself up to sitting. Lovely. Okay, so we're ready to begin our Kriya. So coming to sit again in easy pose. There's quite a lot of breath of fire in this Kriya. If you're menstruating, just do long, deep breathing. If you're pregnant, also do long, deep breathing. If you're on your third or fourth day of your cycle, you can do a light breath of fire. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be doing is, and just this is the instruction first, we're going to bring our hands flat, arms at 60 degrees, so this is 45, this is 60, the angle is important, and also there should be no bend in the elbows. So we're going to do breath of fire in that position for about 30 seconds. And then we're going to be doing something else. We're going to inhale, arms in the same position, pause the breath, and we're going to pump the belly 16 times. So it's literally just moving it in and out 16 times, and then exhale. And we're going to continue with that pattern, okay? So bringing your arms up to 60 degrees. Your palms are flat and facing each other, elbows straight, closing your eyes, and beginning with breath of fire. Now you're going to inhale. And holding it inhale, you're going to pump your belly 16 times. And you're going to exhale completely. And again, inhale and pump. Continue with that pattern breath. Elbows straight. And inhale deeply. Pause the breath. And exhale, just bring your arms down through your electromagnetic field. If when you were exhaling, then your breath was gasping or rough, it just needs to work a little bit more on your electromagnetic field. So we're going to come onto the knees now, and if the knees are difficult for you, you're going to stay in easy pose, sitting on your heels. And bring your arms out to the side, and your hands are just going to be floppy at the wrists, and we're going to begin with breath of fire in this position. Eye focus is at the third eye point, and this is working directly on the heart. This asana. Shoulders relaxed, not too much longer, you're doing really well. Set your mind to do this, last 15 seconds. Now, contract your rectum, your pelvic floor, and your navel point. And your root suspend the breath. Feel the energy from the base of the spine to the crown of the head. Exhale, arms down. Just staying still for a moment, breathing naturally. Perfect. Stay on our knees. We're going to bring the knees a little bit further apart. I'm just going to show you this from the side. Still sitting on the heels, knees further apart, and we're going to come into this position. So your fingers are pointed towards your feet. You're going to open your chest. Your head is just in a neutral position in line with your spine. And in this position, we're going to inhale, and we're going to do that pumping thing again with the stomach. So we're going to inhale, pump, and then exhale when we can't hold the inhale any longer. Okay, it's not for too long. Elbows straight, keeping your chest lifted, eyes closed, head in a neutral position with the spine. If it's too much on the neck, you're just going to look forward, eyes closed. Okay, so inhale, hold the breath and pump. If you can't pump anymore, you're going to exhale and you're going to repeat that whole pattern. Chest lifted. Last one. You're just going to come a little bit further back. So actually you can just turn your hands the other way. Facing out from the body. So it's a lower angle, and we're going to do the same thing. So inhale and pump. Again, if it's tough on the neck, we're just going to look forward. Do your best to keep your chest lifted. And inhale, pause, and exhale, just walking yourself up onto your knees. And in this next asana, we're going to be going into baby pose. We're going to stay on our heels, we're going to stretch forward, we're going to bring our palms together, and we're going to do some chanting. We're going to chant Om, 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 Om. So hum, so hum, so hum, so hum. And we're going to take a breath in between the Om and the so hum. And Om is almost like the universe in creation, that vibration, that creates consciousness. And so hum means I am the same thing. Okay, so coming down, bringing your hands together as you extend forward, and your forehead is on the mat, and we're going to chant this together. Inhale to begin. Om, 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 Om. Inhale. So hum, so hum, so hum, so hum. Om, 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 Om. So hum, so hum, so hum, so hum. Om, 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 Om. So hum, so hum, so hum, so hum. Om, 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 Om. So hum, so hum, so hum, so hum. And deeply inhale. And exhale, and just walking your hands back towards your head. Pushing yourself up onto your toes, and then sitting on your sit bones. We're going to do a life nerve stretch. So legs are extended out in front of you, and if your hamstrings or glutes are quite tight, you can just keep your knees slightly bent here. We're going to extend from the lower spine, reaching forward, take hold of the toes in a hammer lock. First 2 fingers behind the toe, thumb pressing on the toenail, and we're just going to bring our chest towards our thighs and relax the head. Get a long, deep breathe in this position. Just try to relax and extend the body further forward with every exhale. And inhale. And exhale, just releasing the toes, just holding the hands back. In this position, with your fingers pointing towards your lower spine, we're going to be doing something called back platform pose. So I'm just going to explain that. So you can just keep your feet slightly apart, and we're just going to push up with the hands, pushing the hips up and bringing the body. You can bring your toes down onto the mat into a straight line with your head. We're going to hold that position for about 30 seconds. And then we're going to come down, and then we're going to do the same thing, but we're going to walk the feet out to the sides and back in again. Okay, so pushing up your hips, and in this position we're going to be doing breath of fire. If it's too much to hold your neck, it's quite tough on the neck. Looking up to the ceiling, you're just going to again look forward, just to take up that frame. Okay, so inhaling up, up, up to the ceiling, breath of fire. Keep your chest lifted. If it's too strong on your neck. Doing really well, just the last few seconds. And inhale. And exhale, coming down. And just resting for a moment, just coming with your hands. And then we're going to go back into the same position, and we're going to walk the feet sides and back in again. So when you're ready, inhaling up and again with breath of fire. Breath of fire. And just walk your feet out to the sides and then walk them back in again. Okay? Only doing it for 30 seconds. We've already done 15. Continue with the breath of fire. Last few seconds. And inhale. And exhale, again coming straight forward onto your sit bones into the life nerve stretch. And if you're having difficulty touching your toes, you're just going to have your hands on your shins, your knees, or wherever is good for you. Don't forget you can have your knees a little bit down. It's not about getting your head towards your knees, it's about your chest to your thighs. Relaxing in this position. And inhale. And exhale, release, just walk your thighs. So this next asana is something called Maha Mudra. What it's doing is it's using the 3 locks in the body. It's called the Great Seal of Yoga. Okay, so it's a bit of a tricky position, so I'm going to give an alternative. The actual position is to sit on the left heel, and then your heel is sort of at your perineum, which is that area between the anus and the sexual organ, so it's no other way of putting it. And you can actually prop up your right hip if you have a block or something here, or a cushion. It's going to make it more comfortable. And if that's too difficult, you're just going to sit with your right leg out, and your left leg is just going to come to your inner thigh, like that, okay? So, up onto my heel. And in this position, we're just going to bend forward, keeping our hand on either our knee, or if you can, reaching your toe, your right toe, again with fingers in the hammer lock, 2 fingers behind the toe, thumb pressing on the toe. And there's a breath pattern here. So we're going to be inhaling and then exhaling. And as we hold the exhale out, we're going to pull the root lock, and we're going to pull the diaphragm lock, and we're going to have the head in neck lock. That just means that the neck is straight with our chin tucked in slightly. And I'm just going to explain the diaphragm lock. When you have your breath held out and you pull the diaphragm lock, you're really sucking in your diaphragm to create almost like a concave area just underneath the chest. So you're really locking, you're just locking almost like big security doors, the lower energy seal, the lower bandha, the diaphragm lock with the Uddiyana bandha, and the neck lock, okay? Just to lock in that energy. Okay, so we're going to hold the breath out for 8 seconds when we do that. So just reaching forward. We're going to inhale, exhale completely, and then pull the root lock, pull the diaphragm up, neck is locked, and you're just going to hold that position. Breath held out, 8 seconds. And inhale, exhale completely. Root lock, diaphragm lock, so your diaphragm is coming in, up, and the neck lock. And inhale, exhale completely. Again, root lock, diaphragm lock, neck lock. And inhale, exhale. Open those locks. Inhale, last time. Exhale. All the locks. And inhale. And relax, just releasing your left foot and coming to lie down on your back for a bit of a relaxation. Just allowing your feet to fall to the sides, your hands to rest by the side of the body, face up. And that's when you do that Maha Mudra, that last asana that we did, it really brings the body into a perfect healing state. It's really good for all kinds of ailments, blood pressure, diabetes, lots of different things. Just relax. So staying on your back. Now we're going to bring both of your arms up over your head, behind you, palms facing up. And we're going to inhale the left leg up to 90 degrees. Toes can be pointed up. And begin with breath of fire. For any reason you have any tightness in your shoulders, you can bend your elbows slightly just to take the pressure off the shoulders. This is very long. And inhale. And exhale, bring your left leg down. And now you're going to bring your right leg up, the toes, and breath of fire for 1 minute. Balancing the prana and the apana in our bodies. That's the incoming and the eliminating outgoing energy. And when those two energies are balanced in the body, it just brings the other energy to balance also in the body. And inhale. And exhale, just bringing your leg down. And we're going to raise both legs off the ground about 12 inches. And we're going to continue with breath of fire. And if that's going to be difficult on your lower spine, you're going to bring your hands underneath your lower spine, extend your legs, and begin with breath of fire. Your head is on the mat. If you don't have a problem with your lower back, you can keep your arms up over your head. Keep going, last few seconds. And inhale. And exhale, release. Just bring your hands out from underneath you or bring your hands down. And just pausing for a moment. Just relaxing. Short relax here. If you want to, you can just bend your knees, just keeping your lower back in the mat. Allowing all the muscles in your body to relax, especially around your shoulders and the neck area. We're going to stay on our backs for this next asana. Now this is shoulder stand. So if you have any issues with your neck, you're just going to sit this one out and you're going to visualize. Otherwise, I'm just going to demonstrate now how we go up into shoulder stand. And this one actually is legs out to the side. So just coming onto your back. If you're menstruating, you're also not going to do this position. So just got your feet off the ground, knees to your chest. And you're just gonna, now I'm turning my head to the screen here so that you're gonna have your head, you're not gonna move your neck in this position at all. If you have my turban is quite flat, so it's okay, but if you have your head in any kind of knot at the back, you're just gonna let that out now. You're gonna bring your knees up, pushing your hips up off the ground, then you're gonna bring your shoulders, your elbows in towards each other, and you're just going to push up, bringing your hands just to your lower back, and in this position you're then going to spread your legs wide, and you're going to do breath of fire. This kind of position is called an inversion, and it's really nice and relaxing for your body internally. That might not feel relaxing because it's reversing the effects of gravity, and it's taking that pressure off your inner organs. I will put a link into the notes of this to somebody called Guru Prem, who is the posture master for Kundalini Yoga. Too much longer, keep going. And inhale, bringing the feet together. And you can just bring your feet slightly over the top of your head, and then just gently releasing your hands down onto the mat. Rolling one vertebra down at a time. Slowly bringing your legs down. And again, turning your palms up and just relaxing. Tuning in to your body, seeing how you're doing, how you're feeling. Breathing naturally. Enjoying this little break in the Kriya. Just have another 2 asanas and a little bit of chanting to go and long deep relaxation. This set really works on coordinating and repairing the nervous system. It does that by stimulating the heart center. How happy and how connected and how good you feel really depends on the balance of that electromagnetic field. So that's what we're working on. We're working on strengthening that. We do that by working on the nerves. So it says the best results are obtained by continuing practice to master it. So it would be good to do this one more. Okay, so you're going to stay on your back for this next posture, and this is called alternate head and leg lifts. So the arms are going to be up facing each other, palms facing each other, and we're going to inhale the legs up 6 inches, As we exhale them down, we're going to lift the head up. And then we're going to inhale the legs up, exhale, bring it back down. So just continuing with that. Inhale the feet up 6 inches. Really engage the navel when you're doing this. Try to keep your lower spine in the mat, tucked into the mat. Just build up a nice rhythm. Doing this is too much longer. Making this your last one. And then deeply inhaling and exhaling, just lowering your arms. And again, having a small relaxation. You can bend your knees, releasing your lower spine. Breathing naturally, being present, being open. Tune in to the beat of your heart. Even though the heart is beating all the time without our awareness, when we bring our awareness to it, we bring our energy to it. But it's so nice if you feel frustrated, irritated, impatient, upset, any of those emotions that have a negative impact on the body. It's nice to just start tuning your breath in and out of the heart. And just bringing your knees into your chest, hands behind your knees, then just rocking up, sitting. And you're going to come and sit in easy pose. You're going to hold on to opposite elbows. I'm just going to do some neck rolls. So just bringing your chin to your chest, then right ear to right shoulder, backwards the head, towards the back, left ear, left shoulder, and just gently rolling your head, inhaling as you go back, exhaling as you come forward. If it's tough on the neck, you're just going to do maybe a half roll, or you're just going to look from one side to the other. Do what feels good for you today. This next one, you're going to change direction. And making this your last one. Chin is towards your chest. Inhale. And as you exhale, you're just going to bring your forehead towards the ground. And inhale up and exhale down rapidly. Again, working directly on the heart. And inhaling up, suspending the breath. Pulling the root lock, contracting your rectum, pelvic floor, and navel point. And exhale, just releasing your elbows, back of your hands onto your knees. And just breathing naturally for a moment. Checking in with yourself, feeling where you are, how you're feeling in your body, feeling mentally. Staying in this position with our hands in Gyan Mudra. Let's thumb and forefinger together, 3 fingers extended, back of the hands on the knees. We're going to finish this Kriya with a little bit of chanting. And that is God and me and God are one. So your eyes are closed, in a gaze with the third eye point between the eyebrows. And let's inhale to begin. God and me and God are one. 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 Now, Long breath. And exhale. Keeping your eyes closed, releasing Dhyana Mudra, coming off out of easy pose and come to lie down on your back for long, deep relaxation. So just feeling the weight of your body on the mat. Allowing your feet just to fall to the sides of the mat. Palms face up by the side of your body. Totally letting yourself have this time today to come into a deep state of relaxation and just allow that state. You can help your body by tuning in with your mind's eye to each part of your body, starting with your feet. And if you don't feel relaxed, just mentally say feet, relax, ankles, relax, calves, relax, knees, thighs, buttocks, and hips, tummy, digestive system, lower spine, relax, lungs and heart, all the internal organs, relax, chest and back, relax. Just give yourself permission, allow your body to be under any pressure to do anything, just allow it to be. Just continue through the rest of your body, instructing it kindly and compassionately to relax. If you feel any pain anywhere, just allow that, listen to that, allow your body to express itself and be heard and acknowledged by you. Everybody wants to be heard, even your body wants to be heard. I'm still here with you. Everyone watching this video, if there are any people watching here with you, tuning in with each other's magnetic fields, heart, healing and uniting. like to carry on with a deeper relaxation, you can just pause this video. Off. Otherwise, just tuning back in with your breath, moving your fingers and toes, raising your arms up above your head, bringing your arms down to shoulder height, moving into the back stretch. Bending your right knee, moving it over your body towards the left side. Over your right shoulder, keeping your shoulders on the mat. Extending your right leg, bending your left knee, moving it to your right side as you look over your left shoulder. And stretch. Extending your left leg down, bringing both knees into your chest and gently rotating the lower spine, rocking side to side, moving in the other direction. You're going to rub the soles of your feet and the palms of your hands together, stimulating your nerve endings, your energy channels, waking yourself up energetically. Place your warm hands over your eyes. Putting your palms away from your face as you open your eyes into them. Knees into your chest, rocking yourself up 3 times to sitting. When you come to sit, bring your palms together, tucking your thumbs into your sternum. Tune out of this class with 3 long second rounds. Let's begin. And exhale, going forward, leading with your heart, bring your head below your heart. Inhaling. Thank you very much for joining. Hope you enjoyed this prayer.